If I told you that this hoof actually looked pretty good, you probably wouldn't believe me, unless you knew where we started. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. So where did we start? We started with this oozing heel right here. And sure enough, after we removed a little bit of loose horn, we found the source of the problem. This cow had what we call a sole fracture, meaning that that heel bulb had pulled away from that solar horn, and up underneath that sole now, we had a little bit of an ulceration. Actually, a big ulceration. We had to remove a lot of loose horn and wash away a lot of debris. If you want to see that original video, it was titled, "It Was Oozing Before I Even Started." Now that visit was about a month prior to this one, and at that time, this heel bulb was in rough shape. A lot of exposed corium and a lot of inflammation. So at the time, we cleaned it really thoroughly, and of course, yes, put a block on that other claw and wrapped it with salicylic acid. Now we're back, and that is why I can say that this heel actually looks pretty good, considering where we started. But let's get it cleaned up and see exactly how far we've come. Now, because we're only a month out, I know that that solar horn is not very thick, so I'm just slowly removing very thin layer of hoof horn to expose what's left. Now you can see she did lose her block. It is not ready to go without a block yet, so we're going to apply another one. Then we're going to slowly and carefully pare away any of that horn around there, make sure we don't have any areas open underneath. But based on the way it looked, I'm expecting there to be some. This new horn growth in that heel bulb can be really thin and even deceiving at times, so you got to be careful when you're working around that. All I'm really trying to do here is remove a very thin layer, expose any loose edges that I may need to remove, see if there's any areas of openness that I may need to continue to treat to try to get this to heal. You can see I've got a little bit of a loose edge on the inside. I'm going to pare that away, and then I'm going to work around that lesion area just to make sure I don't have any debris trapped inside of there. Now you can probably already see there are a couple of areas here that are still open, so this trim came at just the right time. Now you might be asking yourself, 4 weeks with a hoof like this, why didn't you check it earlier? Well, this particular farm I go to once a month, so I didn't have an opportunity really to check up on this in between there. So this trim came at just the right time. We're able to treat this now and give her one more salicylic acid wrap. I gotta say though, she made great progress all on her own. Probably would have helped a little bit if I got there a little bit sooner, been able to treat this again, but even still, this is healing quite nicely. Here you can get a good view of that heel bulb. You can see the two pockets that are still open. If we do a little comparison, here you can see what it looked like 4 weeks ago, and on the right, what it looks like now. But we're not done yet. We've got to thoroughly clean this, and one more salicylic acid wrap should do it. I gotta be honest, when I first saw that heel, even I was surprised at the progress it had made, because sometimes you really never know with that much inflammation. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.